everyone, and welcome back to the vlog and welcome back to the Fortitude Fix. This is Vlogmas day 11 and listen, it has been a doozy of a day. I'm probably covered in spit up, but baby girl is finally napping and I wanted to just go ahead and film this video and get it up for you. So today's video, as you can see by the title, is my 2020 accomplishments. And so this year has been a lot. And I know it's not just me, it's literally all of us. It has been a lot to deal with. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing my accomplishments this year, and they are going to be business, personal, financial, work life accomplishments, etc. So I'm really going to take the time out to just kind of toot my own horn for a second. This has been a really trying year, and I think it's time that we give ourselves some grace and that we share what we actually did this year, even if it's just wake up every day. So these are all out of order. I took some notes in my journal, so I'm just gonna go down the list, and I probably will jump back and forth between work and business and, you know, finance and all that stuff. So just bear with me. The first thing that I wrote on my list is that we paid off our last and final credit card. So my husband and I are officially consumer debt free, which is amazing. It is a goal that we have had since we got married. We got married 2 years ago in November. So in 2 years of marriage, we have paid off all of our consumer debt, and that's awesome. This year was the last and final credit card. So we're really excited about that. I made it to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and when I tell you that it was a struggle just to get like my first 100, I am so beyond blessed and thankful to all of you who are watching and all of you who have subscribed to my channel. It's amazing to see the growth of this community, and I'm so grateful. I have been on YouTube for quite a while, but I decided to start really being more consistent this past March. And so from March up until the very end of August, I made it to 1,000 subscribers, and I started off my journey, I want to say, at like 109 subscribers at the beginning of March, and I was over 1,000 by the end of August. So I am so happy and grateful that I met that goal. I honestly didn't really feel it was possible, but with all of you, you made it possible. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Along with that is that I reached monetization. So those two things are different. If you are not familiar with YouTube and how it works, basically there's a bunch of different thresholds that you need to meet to be monetized, and mainly it's 1,000 subscribers, but also 4,000 watch hours. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but it is a lot. We're not talking minutes here, we are talking hours. 4,000 hours of watch time, and you need to have those 4,000 watch hours in a consecutive year. So you need to have 4,000 watch hours within 365 days. And so although I have been on YouTube for a while, and you know, I had a little over 100 subscribers when I started, my watch time was basically 0. So I kind of started from scratch, and I am so grateful. I was able to reach the 4,000 watch hours first, which I didn't think was going to happen, and then I met the 1,000 subscriber threshold a couple of days later. So I'm so excited about that. I mentioned this earlier, but I made it through 2 years of marriage. So we have been married for 2 years this past November. How exciting. Like, we did it. It's like, oh, I don't know. It's just been so fun, and it's been super fun, and it's been honestly a trip to just really learn more about myself and learn more about my husband and learn about us together. 2 years in the bag. I'm super excited. This is probably my biggest and most like prideful accomplishment of this entire year, because let's be honest, 2020 is a crap storm of a year, but I became a mom. So I went through my entire pregnancy in 2020, and I gave birth to my baby girl in September. I am just overjoyed. She is literally the pride of my life, like the biggest accomplishment ever, and I am a mother. It's still sometimes very surreal, which is hilarious because there are times where it's very, very, very real, right? Like 2 o'clock in the morning, like I'm awake, she's awake. So another accomplishment that I made this year is that I was able to launch 2 additional physical products in my Etsy shop. So if you didn't know, I do have an Etsy shop, TheFortitudeFix on Etsy. The link is always down below in the description box. One of them is a baby document organizer, which is honestly a crowd favorite. And then I also added the breastfeeding starter kit. So I'll leave a link down below. You can check those out, but that was really, really fun. I managed to become more active on social media as well as on YouTube, which is what helped me to reach the monetization so quickly. I documented my entire pregnancy from start to finish, and I am continuing to make mommy content and lifestyle content here on this channel, in addition to Vlogmas. So I started by uploading 3 videos a week, and doing that every single week was a challenge, but I did it, and I'm super, super excited about that accomplishment and being just more consistent. I also created an Amazon business account, and that has allowed me to provide links to all of the things that I talk about in my videos to you all. So make sure to always check my description box. I leave all of the links to things that I think might be helpful for you there, and I think that's just awesome. Just really just taking my business to the next level. Along with monetizing my YouTube channel, I also monetized my website, and so I am thinking of how I can set up my family for success and my children for success in the future. And just multiple streams of income is really important to my husband and I and our family legacy. So being able to monetize my website as well was an accomplishment also, as that allowed us to overall increase our income. So in terms of work, so my job, my 9 to 5, I am a manager there, and there's a bunch of procedures that I put in place as we moved from in-person instruction to online virtual learning and distance learning due to the pandemic. So quite honestly, we were doing great. Like a lot of us were. March hit, things got shut down, schools got shut down. That means we weren't able to provide our in-person services, which honestly are in the classroom, but also outside of the classroom when we do trainings and things of that sort. So wow, I was able to really just kind of spearhead the process of scheduling and getting us into schools to do our health education work and create kind of these systems of digital learning, and it's been really fun to be a part of that. I mean, yeah, 2020, come on. But I feel that I have been extremely positive overall based on all the things that have happened, and being pregnant and having a baby. I mean, I had 3 virtual baby showers. I had no idea that by the time I got pregnant, I would have to have virtual baby showers. So I obviously mourned all of the things that I couldn't do while pregnant and celebrating this new bundle of joy, but I hosted 3 virtual baby showers, and they were all awesome, and that is a huge accomplishment. So I'm actually very proud of myself for that. Another thing is that I feel like I've been a really good friend to the folks that are in my circle. I have obviously, like I said, been pregnant this whole year, had a baby this whole year, dealing with hormones up and down, dealing with postpartum situations and things and healing, but I have always checked in with my friends, and I will text them, call them, see them on social media, reach out to them, whatever. But I feel like I've been super consistent with that, and that means a lot to me, especially during this crazy year. On top of that, another thing that my husband and I have done is we have increased our giving, and so we have made sure to celebrate friends and their birthdays and their accomplishments, their graduations. And you know, we've done this while continuing to tithe and pay our 10% back to the Lord. We have also done this while paying off our debt, right? That very first accomplishment I mentioned. So we're just extremely blessed to be a blessing, and also to have been on top of our goals still. I made it through 3 months of motherhood. let's just keep it real. That is a whole entire accomplishment in and of itself. I binge watched a couple of shows. You know, Sister came to Netflix, so I watched all the seasons consecutively. I've seen all the episodes, but just to watch it like from start to finish was really fun. I did the same thing with Girlfriends. I never saw every single episode of Girlfriends, so I was able to really just watch the progression of the characters and watch the show. That was really cool. We have been finding new things and new fun things to watch. My husband and I have so many subscriptions, it is crazy. So we have Disney Plus, we have Hulu and Netflix and HBO Max and like all these different things. It's crazy, but there's never a lack in anything to watch, and so it's really kept our spirits high, especially in this holiday season. I feel like overall I have excelled in my business and I have excelled in my position at work at my 9 to 5, and to me that's very, very important. I don't need all of the awards and all the accolades, but I definitely want to feel like I'm making a difference and I'm making an impact in the work that I'm doing. And so I have felt that and seen the fruits of that labor at work come to fruition, which is amazing. And me being on leave, you know, this entire time and knowing that they've got it, like they're doing amazing work even without me being there, it just means that, one, I have an amazing team of folks that I work with, but also I was able to share with them kind of all the knowledge that lived in my head solely, so that they could then carry the torch while I was on leave. So that just makes me feel really, really awesome. And speaking of that, the same goes for my business. I cannot count the number of DMs, the number of emails, the number of comments I have gotten on my YouTube channel, on my Instagram, to my personal email, sharing that I have touched your life in some way, whether it's sharing about my fibroids and being pregnant, about sharing about the fact that I have sickle cell and being pregnant, the progression of my experience with pregnancy and sharing that on YouTube and weekly pregnancy updates, talking about, you know, money and finances and medications and postpartum and all of that. Like, the amount of love that I have received from you all is amazing, and I'm so, so humbled and grateful. It shows me that I'm doing something, which is really important. And I'm grateful to be helpful. And the last accomplishment I'll say is that with the addition of a new family member, you know, that takes time and energy, and it takes rearranging and reorganizing and putting stuff in other places and getting rid of stuff and getting a whole bunch of new stuff and finding a place for it. And we really have changed up our home to accommodate this new little person, and it's just amazing to see that our lives have changed, but changed for the better, and we just included another person. And it's just so cool to see how that all happened and how that happened in real time during a pandemic. You know, the fact that I gave birth, I didn't even mention that, the fact that I gave birth during a pandemic, like what? Like what? What? For real? So anyway, super, super big accomplishments. If you are interested in hearing what my 2021 goals are, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down in the comment section and let me know. I would be super happy to film that for you if you'd like to see that this Vlogmas. But I am going to end the video here. If you made it this far, thank you again so much for watching. Take this video and give yourself some props. The fact that you are even here, the fact that you are like watching some YouTube right now, you know what? Self-care. But we need to definitely give ourselves some props for making it to December of this year. Take some time, be nice to you, make sure that you are taking care of yourself, and I will see you all in tomorrow's video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, remember